Hey there, brother. This is Steve Horseman with Good Guys to Great Men. Thanks again for joining me this weekend for another video. Today I want to talk about something really important to us men. In my Good Guys to Great Men community, we have lots of avenues for men to talk to each other all the time. One of the biggest places is in our private Facebook community. That's part of our Men of the Round Table subscription product and the Divorce Bomb course. Hundreds of men, right? I get to hear what hundreds of men are talking about on an hourly basis. So I kind of have my fingers on the pulse. And I got a good taste of this too. The fingers on the pulse of a man who's feeling a little isolated, a little lonely, a little rejected, a little disconnected, a little anxious, a little depressed, indecisive, just kind of stuck and blah, right? Feeling that. And we're in the dog days of summer now, so it could be even worse. Last night, for the first time, some neighbors came over unannounced, and we ended up drinking a little too much. I haven't had too much to drink for a long, long time. I didn't realize what it did. It's almost 6 o'clock in the evening the following day now. I've been laying around the house. I've been trying to get out of bed. I took a nap. I didn't shave until like 20 minutes ago for this video. I'll tell you what, I felt isolated, disconnected, worthless, stuck, sloppy. I just felt crappy. And then I started reading some of the Facebook posts, and I'm reading a lot of guys can feel this way. A lot of times in the context of a relationship, if you're married or going through a divorce or trying to save your marriage, you can feel so isolated, so disconnected, and so unsure about how things are going to go. And you can get into this funk. You get into this stupor of not knowing what to do next, what to think next, and you start blaming everyone else. A lot of posts we have in the community are guys who are furious with their wife for not taking care of him better. She's off doing her thing, talking to her friends. Her mother is more important than he is, her kids, whatever. He feels like he's the last thing on her list. And he gets pissed because he has nothing better to do. This video is about not having something better to do, not having a hobby. I know that's good advice to have something that turns you on and something you can pour your heart and soul into. But I want to give you one thing in this video that's really, really important for you to know if you start battling this feeling of stuckness and isolation and disconnection. Here it is. You were meant to connect with other people. I'm not a religious man, and I'm not going to sit here and read you scripture or any of that stuff, but I'm going to tell you that one thing every man has to know is that he does have a purpose. If you think you're purposeless, you're not. Your most foundational, your most basic purpose is to connect with others. There's all kinds of exercises that you can do on your supposed deathbed to think about what you want to say about your life and what you want people to think about you. But in the end, if you live and you laugh and you love, which means that you create connections with others, you amuse yourself and others, and you feel like you're in a creation mode to where everything is yours to have. So if you're sitting around the living room and you're feeling like she's off somewhere else and you're isolated, you're disconnected, you're confused, and you're pissed off, remember that you were meant to connect. Connect with your kids, connect with your dog, connect with your grandfather, your mom, your dad, your brother, a friend down the street, a friend you haven't spoken to for a while. One of the posts I saw in the community today is that guys who are in different parts of the world connected in this one post about feeling isolated, and they just started laughing together. I saw all the laughter and the emojis, and I saw the lightness come out. You have light inside of you. You were born with light, and that lightness is a gusto for life. It's a lightness for amusement and laughter and humor. It's a lightness for connection and just talking to a stranger. You have that inside of you. The problem when we feel disconnected and isolated, abandoned from people that we think are supposed to treat us better and make us more happy is that the more we think that we're having a problem outside of us, the more we convince ourselves inside there's a problem. And I want you to think differently. I want you to think that until you fix the inside problem, that is understanding how to be a man who creates connection, who amuses himself and others, and knows how to come from this place of giving and serving, and as if he's overflowing with okayness. Because if you're feeling like you're a third full of well-being and happiness, you've got nothing to give. So give like you have a limitless supply. Give as if you feel like you're overflowing, and serve out of the saucer of that teacup. because you are okay. This video has one purpose, and that is to remind you that you were born for the purpose of connecting. Don't get caught up in the thought process that other people are causing you to feel anxiety, depression, fear, sadness, disconnection. Remember that you are meant to do it, and you can do that. Part of this community I've built is to help men remember that that is their foundation, and that when you get good at it, when you get comfortable understanding your purpose and you create connection with others and you don't wait for people to reach out to you, your life changes entirely. Everything outside of you starts to change the moment you decide you are going to change the inside part of you. I hope that helps you today, brother. Have a great day, and don't drink too much. Bye-bye.